There is nothing like an adrenaline-pumping action scene or set piece for building momentum in the movie. We've had wonderful battle sequences filmed for us to appreciate since the start of filming. Hello, and welcome to our channel, The Screen Amuse Today. In this video, we will explore the best fight scenes in movies. Before we move on, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. Good fight sequences will stick with us and become classics in their own right. For your enjoyment, here are the 7 finest fight scenes in movies. Number 7. John Wick, Nightclub Shootout. John Wick has a unique place in our hearts because it is arguably one of the most honest films we've ever seen. The finest illustration of what John Wick offers occurs during the nightclub gunfight. It starts with terrific, brutal stealth, but as John's cover is revealed, he shifts to slick gunfighting and chops through scores of people on his way to Yusuf Tarasov. The color palette is unlike anything else being used these days. Flashing lights and neon erupt from the screen, bursting the club to life. John Wick battled his way through a more open environment, beginning in a bathhouse, then moving to the main dance floor and cushioned VIP area, and finally finishing on a bustling city street. The music and lighting vary with each location shift, making it one of the most aesthetically and acoustically exciting battles we've ever seen. Number 6. The Matrix. Neo versus Mr. Smith in the subway. No greater sequence in The Matrix demonstrates why we appreciate it so much. Keanu Reeves' greatest role is Morpheus' endless philosophizing and superb kung fu. What more could you want? It's fast, stylish, and colored green. In The Matrix, wire fu makes perfect sense. Suppose The Matrix is essentially a video game. In that case, avatars in video games are constantly leaping higher or moving in other ways than humans. If they can live their everyday lives, then all of those wire-assisted actions are genuine. The Wachowskis aren't utilizing wire fu because they think it's cool, and they tend to reconcile their fantasy tales and superpowers with real-life reality. We simply thought the brawl was entertaining. Number 5. Gladiator. Maximus versus Tigress of Gaul. Maximus, who has already garnered the favor of the public, is challenged in the arena against Tigress of Gaul, all while encircled by chained tigers, kept back by handlers who wicked Commodus has given explicit orders to attack our Max. The true killer move is Maximus challenging the Emperor and gaining respect from the audience and his fellow combatants by daring the monarch to spare Tigress' life. But for pure heart-stopping dread, we'll still choose the moment when a tiger jumps onto Maximus' back. Number 4. Captain America. The Winter Soldier, elevator fight. Some fair criticisms have been made about the MCU action scenes being overdone with CGI, which may make them seem like noisy chaos with no real stakes. Captain America, The Winter Soldier, on the other hand, offered more realistic action to the series, with some entertaining consequences. One of the finest instances is Captain America's close-quarters combat with a group of mercenaries. The scenario reflects the film's theme, as Cap is surrounded by enemies he mistook for allies. But he refuses to back down from the challenge, and they all fight it out in the crowded and chaotic brawl. Number 3. Atomic Blonde. Stairwell in Berlin fight. When Charlize Theron's spy is confronted by 2 attackers in a stairway in Berlin during the Cold War, she doesn't back down and continues to beat ass. This fight sequence is remarkable because it lasts so long and the actual savagery of the maneuvers. The killer move is when one of the guys pulls his own blade out of his chest after the fight, only for Theron to drive it back into his neck many times and fling him down the steps. Number 2. Sherlock Holmes. Boxing match. We get some fantastic slow-motion shots in this awesome moment from the 2009 Sherlock Holmes film starring Robert Downey Jr. Holmes utilizes his analytical brain to plot his next movements. Following that, we watch it being carried out in real time. Downey Jr. does an excellent job of integrating his Wing Chun training with classic old-school Western bare-knuckle boxing motions and postures. Before the development of boxing gloves, open-handed slapping methods and throws were recommended to avoid injuring your hands. Number 1. Rocky II. Rocky Balboa versus Apollo Creed. Rocky Balboa and Apollo Creed battle in 2 of the movie's most memorable combat sequences. The final fight in Rocky subverts genre expectations. It defines the movie as a love story, above all, when Creed defeats Rocky. And he doesn't care because Adrian is at his side no matter what. In Rocky II, when the two face off in a rematch, Stallone reverts the audience's expectations. Rocky wins this time, but not with a glorious slow-motion KO shot. That was it for today's video, guys. If you liked the video, don't forget to share it with friends. We will see you in the next video. Till then, take care.